Hello! We're playing some Minus Haven again. And this time I have an Undercillion base. Yes, I skipped Octillion. Just if you have a Telsa, then I'm pretty sure you know what to do. If you do not, then what are you doing? But Undercillion base, oh my god, this might lag. But I'm in the server by myself, so it probably won't. So Undercillion base, let's get started, because this will be a very long base and very hard to describe. Make sure you copy everything exactly the way it is. If you do not have a specific item, then do the instructions I have and then improvise, like change the base of it. So yeah, let's start. I should probably get a light here because it's the Halloween update and just unlimited nighttime. Just everything is dark. So over here, you start with a teleporter. Make sure it's in the corner, since you want to save as much space as possible, because if you do not save it, then you will run out of space. Then you go 8 suspended refiners and 2 rows of them, 2 rows of them, which means 16 in total. So you do that, go through everything, and yes, I'll be going through everything row by row, like row by row, just going like whoop whoop whoop, row by row. Easy to follow, probably. If you don't know how to copy something, then just pause the video and then just copy it. So right here, I'm putting basic regular conveyors because you do not want the ore to go flying out, just go whoosh, because that is a bad thing. So what I did here is basic conveyor, so that, well, unstable is too fast because the ore will just launch out. So then I'm using a regular conveyor. Then I'm using ancient conveyor. If you don't have ancient conveyor from a code, then just use military conveyor. They're at the exact same speed and both have walls. So yeah, you go up here, up the ramp. Then I think 24 molten upgraders. I think I miscounted once, but I don't know. Just do everything until it reaches the end, and you should have 3 studs left. So right here, you should put a half conveyor and then unstable conveyor, ancient conveyor, unstable, then up the ramp again. No, wait, that's not a ramp. There's no ramp. So after this, you do that, then you go through these Advanced Ore Atomizers. Make sure you put this, like these 2 unstable conveyors, to send them back down 1 space or 1 conveyor space. So then you can put another one without having to change, without having it to go all slanted and tilted and everything. So you do that, goes like that. You put 4 of them in total. So then you put these ramps, these conveyors over here. Then you put a half conveyor to move it 1 stud over. Then regular conveyor, then half conveyor to move this over here, up the ramp, and then here comes the hard part, or the tricky part. Here's the Freon Suppressors. Then you put them like this. Pause the video if you do not know how to copy this or need time to copy this. Go over here, put the Freon. You put some conveyors over here to move it over here around this. Then you put a ramp, then a suppressor. Then you put this ramp like this. Do not put it right on it. Like, leave a little hole. Even though the ore may not survive, it's still safe space. See, the ore just died, but if you're using Newtonium, then the ore should not die. But the ore is going slow motion since I'm recording, so that's a bad thing. So you go like this, go up the ramp, do that until you go to the end, and there should be 5 studs left, so you can be able to fit 2 unstable conveyors and then a wall. Put another half conveyor, then an unstable, then ramp, then do everything again and again and again and again. Do the same thing. Then at the end, just put these conveyors all the way to the end, and make sure you put this regular conveyor so that the ore doesn't go flinging out, since the unstables are too fast, like I said before, I think. Then your half conveyor, ramp, down here, have this ramp, doing everything again again and again. And then when you reach over here, close to this part over here, you put an unstable 2 radioactive conveyors, I think. I don't know. Just go over here, you put a ramp, these conveyors, then put 3 of them, and then go Schrodingers, 12 Schrodingers in total. You don't have to have flaming, but if you do have flaming, then use them. If you don't have 12 flaming, because there's 12 Schrodingers, then do what I did and just put some flaming, and then do the rest normal. Then go over here, bam. Put this regular conveyor to slow it down since it goes so fast. Goes bam. Then put a Twitch upgrader. You do not need it if you do not have it. Then put something there and put something in to replace that. Maybe some extra room for portables. You can edit the base how you want it. So yeah, if you don't have an item, then improvise. So go over here, half conveyor, move it 1 start over, then fill the rest in with portable ore advancers. This right here, I filled it in with another thing, but then I removed it. So that's why there's no portables over there. So you do that, bam, 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 bam. Then at the end, put 3 orbital upgraders. If you do not have the space to put all 30 portable ore advancers, then doesn't matter. Fit them in somewhere else if you can. If you can't, then whatever. They're just 5%, even though they could be helpful. So you go over here, put these conveyors, then go over here, bam. Then you put 2 lunars, 1 lunar over here. Make sure you do that. Then you put two of these things to make sure you have a quantum ore cleaner. Make sure you have 1 of these items at least, like 1 ore cleaner at least, and 1 Illuminati upgrader or Illuminator, since you need it to do this base. And if you only have 1 of them, like if you don't have 2, then that's okay. Do what I did. Since I only have 1 ore Illuminator, then put a conveyor ramp, this ramp over here, then put a teleporter, so then the ore will go inside the teleporter, and then it will be stuck in this loop that I will describe later. So you go up here, go up the ramp, go down, then go ore illuminator. If you only have 1 quantum ore cleaner, then put the teleporter over here. If you have 2 and 2 ore illuminators, then do not do the teleporter and stuff. So then do that, bam, bam, bam. You go 3 flaming ore scanners, then you go all the way to the end, so you won't be able to fit any walls. Then this is optional, but I highly recommend it. Well, if you have 1 of each item, then yes, I recommend it. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to. So you go over here, then over here, then when you put this over here so that the ore gets in the center, and then the Freon, no matter how much the ore is worth, will pull out the fire. So if the ore is going down the second time, it may set on fire. And then go over here, because the Telsa, when the ore goes through the Telsa a second time, it does not put out the fire. So that's why you need Freon. Put the Quantum Ore Refiner. If you don't have it, then replace it with something. Then you do that, bam, bam, bam. This ore right here is making all these blink because the ore has been fully upgraded. That it lets you know in advance a lot. It lets you know in very early advance. So over here, put portables everywhere, orbitals. Then this sort of tricky setup right here. You go over here, you turn, then you put this half conveyor up here, so then it goes up 1 stud to fit the Lunar Refiner. Pause the video if you need to copy this. So then you put half conveyor, unstable, half conveyor, lunar. Then if you have the second of any item, like a second ore luminator, second quantum, whatever, then you put over here. And if you have 1 of something, like for example I have 1 ore illuminator, you put a teleporter, and then it teleports back here. So when the ore enters over here, it's just stuck in this infinite loop. until you put another teleport over there and make it possible for the ores to get over here. This is sort of like an upgrader loop, except the ore only has to go through twice, so it's not that crucial. But you can also make the base automatic by putting another teleport over here. Some ore may not upgrade to the max then, but still, it's going to upgrade. But if you want it to be fully upgraded, then just put the teleporter, the second teleporter over here, the same color as what you put over here, then bam, then it'll teleport. I'll just do it right now. Bam. No, that's an orange. God, why? Okay, it's gonna have to go around another time, but dang it. Oh no, it survived. No. Okay. Then it goes over here, gets replicated, goes over here, gets scanned. It didn't get scanned because it got scanned twice. Oh, another ore survived. Okay. Just gonna have to remove this teleport over here. Bam. So you do that. If you do not have if you have a second ore illuminator and a second quantum ore cleaner, then you do not need to do the teleporter thing. Just connect all of these, then put them over here, replicate, then go all the way to the end and use the furnace of your choice. Let's see, where's that whirly illuminator? There we go. Then there you go. There is the base. This will hopefully get to duodecillions, get me to duodecillions, and yes, I'm doing this all because of that spooky furnace. Oh my, no. Really? Really? Okay, from time to time it'll get stuck like that, but with this like this, it most likely will not get stuck like that. Just try not to kill this ore. Try not to kill it. Try not to. Oh, come on. No. Step. Oh, no, it died. Whoops. So when it enters this loop, it just goes around here forever until it goes through the second teleporter that you put over here. Then, there you go, undecillions. So, yes, some ore may be unlucky and worth nothing, but eventually you'll get some ore that'll get you undecillions, and eventually you'll get to duodecillions, which is a big number, very big. Hopefully I'll get that spooky furnace too, a spooky research thing, since I really want it, cause I really want it, and that's why I want it. Best answer ever. But there you go, undecillions. And make sure you're in a server that's not laggy. Probably a server without people with like massive ore clogs or something like that. Because if your ore is slow, then your base will not work very effectively. You're gonna have to go up to the ore, then make it go fast. Cause, well, if you put two Newtonium mines, then it'll overflow the ore limit. But if you put one, and the base or the server you're in, it has no lag at all, no nothing, the ore is working perfectly, then you'll have no trouble at all. No trouble, then the ore will work fine. And just supervise the base for a bit, and make sure the ore gets upgraded to the fullest, like fully, if you're going to do that. But if you're going to go AFK, you could leave it and then let the ore stack up and then put the teleporter later. Or you could put the teleporter, risk some ore not getting fully upgraded, but then you'll get some money while being AFK, which is very helpful with this base because you can easily change it to automatic and not automatic really quickly. Well, even if the ore is not fully upgraded, it doesn't have that big of an impact. It'll just get like ×6 from this second time thing, stuff like that. But if you do have a second of this, then you have no problem whatsoever if the ore is not slow. So then, bam, automatic base, sort of, and there you go, undecillions, bam. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Link to this game down in the description below, and goodbye. Look at what? Oh yeah, and you got Spookmaster. Forgot to mention that. Spook. You have to use Newtonium, by the way. Spookmaster. That's way too fast. I don't. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not using it.